Hello students. Today we are going to study chapter number 16 of social science. The name of the chapter is local self-government. Let's start the chapter. You are aware of our government, types of government and the level of government. Now let us study about the local government of our area. Let us know how local administrative system works. Now students, we have already learnt about the government, that in our country we have democratic government. We have already learned about our types of government and also the level of government. Now in this chapter we are going to study the local government of our area, how the local government works, the administrative system functions, how it is formatted, formation of local self-government. All these things we are going to study in this chapter. Local government means Panchayati Raj. It is divided in two parts. One is village administration and the other is city administration. Village administration again divided in three parts: village, taluka and district. And city administration divided in two parts: municipality and corporation. Now let's study about Panchayati Raj first. We have accepted three-tier system work of the Panchayati Raj. That means Panchayati Raj works at three levels. The levels are Panchayati Raj at village level, Taluka Panchayat at Taluka level and District Panchayat at district level. These are the three-tier system in which Panchayati Raj works. Now, administration run by representatives elected by the people at the local level is called local self-government. These institutions are called local self-government organization. Now, students, administration run by representatives means this organization is run by representatives who are elected by the people of the local area. It is called local self-government and these institutions are called local self-government organization. Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat and District Panchayat belong to village local self-government. Municipality and corporation are the local self-government at the city level. As I already told you that Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat and District Panchayat belongs to village local self-government and municipality and corporation belongs to local self-government at the city level. Panchayati Raj in India started from Bagadra village of Nagpur district in Rajasthan on 2nd October 1959. So this Panchayati Raj, this three-tier system is started on 2nd October 1959 from the Nagpur district and the village called Bagadra. Panchayati Raj was implemented from 1st April 1963 in Gujarat. In Gujarat, we have adopted this Panchayati Raj system from 1st April 1963. Students, you can see in figure 16.2 that Gram Panchayat is the base of all governments. Now, see in your book, the picture is given that Gram Panchayat is the base of all governments. Above it, Taluka Panchayat, then District Panchayat is above the Taluka Panchayat. After that, state government is there which runs administration. Administration of Gujarat is carried out by government of Gujarat. Our country is governed by the central government. Thus, Gram Panchayat is in the base of all governments. Gram Panchayat is the most important unit in the institution of local. Now, as you see in the picture, the base is the Gram Panchayat. Above it, Taluka Panchayat, above district level, then above it, state government, and then all the governments are controlled by central government of our country. The Gram Panchayat is the most important unit in this local self-government. Let's study about the Gram Panchayat in detail. Now, first we are going to study formation of Gram Panchayat. Gram Panchayat is composed in the village having population from 500 to 25,000. Means where Gram Panchayat is composed, where we have population from 500 to 25,000. There are minimum 8 and maximum 16 candidates elected on the basis of population in the Gram Panchayat. Now, how many members are there in the Gram Panchayat? According to the population, minimum 8 or maximum 16 candidates are there. Head of Gram Panchayat is called Sarpanch, and Sarpanch as well as other candidates of Gram Panchayat are elected after every 5 years. Means the tenure of the working of Sarpanch is 5 years. Voters elect Sarpanch through direct voting. These are the direct voting system. People themselves elect their Sarpanch. Ward members are elected by the voters of concerned wards. Now, ward members means the commission people, the members are elected by the areas, local areas. The Gram Panchayat elections are not contested by any political party or on the symbol of any political party. Now, Gram Panchayat is not merged with any political party, or they can't adopt any symbol of any political party. Now, let's move to administration. The Sarpanch and members of the Gram Panchayat together decide the works development by making resolutions on the development. Now, students, Sarpanch and the members who are elected, they both sit together and decide what work or what development has to plan for the welfare of the people, and also they resolve the issues of the people. Talati cum minister is appointed by the government. Talati is appointed by the government. He or she handles administrative work, collects taxes, makes reports of Gram Panchayat and prepares Gram Panchayat forms and keep records of budgetary accounts. Now, what Talati is doing? Talati handles administrative, all the administrative work. Talati collects taxes, makes reports of Gram Panchayat and prepares Gram Panchayat forms also. Also keeps the record of budgetary accounts of Gram Panchayat. The office of Gram Panchayat is also called village secretariat. Now, next is sources of income of Gram Panchayat. We elect members, we elect Sarpanch, but how they works? They don't, no one can use their own money for the others. So, what is the source of income of Gram Panchayat? So, the source of income of Gram Panchayat is water taxes, cleaning taxes, property taxes, shop taxes, etc. Means all the taxes the local people are paying to the government. This is the income of source of Gram Panchayat. Grant given by the state government and the central government. State government and central government gives grant to this Gram Panchayat to collect taxes. Now, functions. Giving the house number, arrangement of household and drinking water, making roads, paths in village, cleaning of village, streets and disposal of dirty water, maintenance of public property, maintenance of health related facility in the village, lighting arrangement in the village, education facilities including primary education in the village, awareness propagation, planning of the village development, maintenance of crops and pasture in the village, maintenance of land asset offices, maintenance of birth and death register. So all these are the functions of Gram Panchayat. Means they have to keep record of birth and death, they have to keep the record of marriages in village, they have to keep the record of maintenance of crops and pasture, even they have to plan the village development, they have to plan the schemes or the awareness programs for the village, so that primary education has been developed in girls also. The girls ratio is increasing in education, even the light arrangement in village, even the maintenance of health facilities. We know that in village health facilities are very less, so this is the work of Gram Panchayat, how to provide health facility in village. Also the public property, maintenance of public property, then cleaning of the village streets, making roads, new roads, if the roads are damaged then making new roads, household provide drinking water to the people, pure drinking water, and also they are giving the house numbers. As you know that we all have given the house numbers. So all these are the functions of Gram Panchayat. This is all for today. We will meet soon in our next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.